Yo guys, if you want to make a significant change to your body, if you want to make a significant change to your life, then you need to leave the video games behind. There's two big reasons as to why gaming is detrimental to your progress. The first one being a concept that I learned from talking with my friend Augustin. Basically, to make it short, the first reason is that you are playing games, you're playing video games because you are floating. You are playing video games because you have nothing better to do. It's the easiest thing to do. It's the easiest option available at hand. It's like the path of least resistance. Floating is not good because you are not following a plan. And without a plan, you're not taking any direction with your life. You are just floating around aimlessly. This means that you're not striving towards anything, any of your goals or ambitions that you potentially may have. This leads into the second point of why video games are very detrimental. Video games sap your drive for progress. They sap your drive for success and competition. If you were the kind of person who played video games and always would try to learn something new, like try to learn a new thing, a new concept in the game that would make you better at the game. Or if you're someone who, try to get actively better at their gameplay, they're not just playing it for fun, they're just actually trying to get better. They're watching YouTube videos, they're learning, they're trying to figure out new concepts to make them even just 1% better. If you're someone who was always playing for the win, you played for the win, if you lost the game, it was almost like it was a negative, like you became more upset than if you never even played the game in the first place. So if any of these things related to you, that means that you're pouring your progressive competitive drive into that video game. Your need for progress, you're pouring out your need for progress, your need for competition, you're pouring that out into the video game instead of into things in real life that actually mattered. So if that related to you, and you still game all the time, then 100% non-negotiable, you must hit the gym. So there's a ton of benefits to the gym. Obviously we have the basic ones that we already covered, we already know. You look better, you feel better, you become more healthy. I made a full video on it a long time ago. I'll link it right now. So I won't get too deep into that. But the next reason why is something that a lot of people don't understand. It's something I don't hear talked about often. It's physical discipline. So you need physical discipline in your life. Your body must obey your mind. Physical discipline fortifies your mental strength, your mental discipline, and your mental resilience when it comes to completing tasks. If you find yourself constantly getting distracted by bodily urges, you always find yourself needing to eat something, drink something, follow whatever addiction that you're having, it's because you're lacking the physical discipline. Your mind is obeying your body. Your body is telling your mind it needs this, and you don't know how to respond to that. You must have the physical discipline to overcome these kind of issues so that you can have the resilience to stay focused on a certain task that you need to complete. You need this in order to unlock your full potential in life. And you also need this in order to stay focused on tasks that you need to complete in order to unlock your full potential, in order to see the results and achieve the goals that you wanted to achieve. Go check out my full video on this topic. It's a very important discussion to have. Guys, we need to leave the gamers behind. We need to stop indulging in the drug. We need to leave that the dopamine indulgence behind. That's no longer for us anymore. We need to join the ranks of men that are looking to serve a purpose, the ranks of men that all of our ancestors were in, that got us to the point that we are today in society. We need to better our life and the life of those around us, our family and society as well. So in order to do this, you need to stop playing video games immediately. Guys, think about all the times we were dreaming as kids, before we had the technology, before we had smartphones, before we had crazy online video games. Think about all the free time that we had. Think about all the things that we did with our imagination. We dreamed of all these really cool inventions and cool ideas that we had, that came to mind, like a jetpack. We're going to make we're going to invent some kind of next level train system, whatever. You know what I mean, right? If you had spent even half the time that you did on video games on something that was important, such as a business, such as inventing something, you would have made such an inconceivable amount of progress towards that one thing that you would have worked on that I can't even explain it to you how far you'd come. Guys, stop hiding your life away in video games. Realize your full potential. Get out, get the discipline you need, and start pushing towards the goals that you want to achieve.
Yeah, look at that. Jeez.